To the 2018 Hee Haw Hootenanny, sponsored by the People's Bank. And our hosts are Roy and Buck.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hee hee. Hee hee. Hee hee. And the whole Hee Haw gang.
Featuring Goober, Minnie Pearl, Gordy Tapp, Archie Campbell, Lulu Roman, String Bean, Grandpa Jones, Tim Young and the Good Time Band, and the whole Hee Haw gang.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hee haw. Hee haw, haw, haw. Hee haw. Well, hello there, and how are y'all?
You're just in time for another big show.
Fiddle is tuned and on the chair.
We're fixing to have some fun up here.
Nurse Goodbody!
Yes, doctor?
Nurse Goodbody, I got to talk to you about something. I'm going to need you to stop taking the blood pressures on all my male patients.
Oh, but doctor, I think I know how to do that.
Well, Nurse Goodbody, I know you know how to do that, but every time you get that close to our male patients, you set off the sprinkler system. Anyway, Nurse Goodbody, I see where Miss Johnson was supposed to bring that young'un of hers in today. Did she ever bring him in?
Oh, well, I took care of that over the phone, doctor. She said her son swallowed a quarter and she wanted to know what to do about it.
Well, what did you tell her?
Well, I told her she should just take it out of his allowance.
Call.
Hey, Lulu,
Well, hey, Beverly.
what would you do if a crook was chasing you at 80 miles an hour?
Well, I don't know, Beverly. What should I do?
You should do 85.
Gordy,
Hey,
I passed by your house the other day. Your wife was out there mowing the yard, and I bet it was 100 degrees. How in the world did you get her to do that?
oh, it was easy. I told her it was way too hot to mow, and she didn't have any business even being out there. She then proceeded to tell me to mind my own business and don't ever tell her what to do.
Say, Beverly, could I borrow like $50 till payday?
Well, I suppose so. Hey,
Thank you.
so when is payday?
Oh, I don't know. You the one who's working. Lily, what on earth is wrong with you?
Well, I went down there to the school and I tried out for that play that they was doing and I didn't get the part.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What was the name of that play?
Little Women.
You know, I don't believe I told that.
Hey, Junior,
Yeah,
what's the first thing you did when you got up there to New York City?
I took a cab.
Well, what'd you do after that?
Well, the police caught me and made me take it back.
Hey, Buck,
Yeah.
I saw you at the square dance the other night with your new girlfriend. I hate to say it, but I think she's a little spoiled.
Well, I don't know if she's spoiled. It might have just been that cheap perfume I got her.
You know, Gordy, I'm taking that there dress that I bought at your store back. You told me that it was color fast and it wouldn't fade, and it faded the first time I washed it.
Well, that's pretty fast, ain't it?
Gordy,
Hey.
I up and told my old lady, I said, I'm a-going fishing. You can like it or you can lump it.
And?
Look at the size of that lump.
You know, I never forget a face, but in your case, I'm going to make an exception.
I went down there to the bank the other day to get my check cashed that the unemployment people had sent me. And that Wade Cox, he asked me, he said, "Can you identify yourself?" Well, I thought a minute, and they had this big old mirror hanging on the wall. So I went over and looked. I come back over there and I said, "Yep, this is me, all right."
Poor old Junior seems to have lost his train of thought, but we always knew he wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Hee Haw salutes the friendship community. Population 1,761.
Salute! Hee Haw salutes the Deanburg community. Population 670.
Salute!
And now give a big hee haw welcome to Hunt Pipkin as he sings Don't Close Your Eyes.
I know you loved him a long time ago. Even now in my arms, and you still want him, I know. Darling, this time let your memories die when you hold me tonight. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Let it be me. Don't pretend it's him. It's a fantasy. Darling, just once let yesterday go, and you'll find more love than you've ever known. Just hold me tight when you love me tonight, and don't close your eyes. Maybe I've been a fool, holding on all this time, lying here in your arms, knowing he's in your mind. But I keep hoping someday that you'll see the light when you hold me tonight. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Let it be me. Don't pretend it's him. It's a fantasy. And darling, just once let yesterday go, close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Let it be me. Don't pretend it's him. It's a fantasy. Darling, just once let yesterday go, and you'll find more love than you've ever known. And just hold me tight when you love me tonight, and don't close your eyes. And just hold me tight when you love me tonight, and don't close your eyes.
Y'all better straighten up and fly right. Good morning, class.
Good morning, teacher.
All them sweet young'uns. Well, now, if y'all remember, our weekend assignment was to write about something very unusual that might have happened to you. Who wants to go first? Sadie, sweetie, stand up. What happened that was unusual for you?
Paul fell down the well Saturday morning.
Oh my goodness, is he okay?
I reckon he was hollering for help.
My. Well, I know yous is all so excited about our vacation.
Teacher, I sure is.
Luke Moody, what did you say?
Well, teacher, I said I sure is.
I is incorrect.
Well, teacher, what's the ninth letter of the alphabet?
I is.
Well, teacher, I is too.
Lottie, we gonna have to work on our English some more. Junior, you been eating roadkill again. Woo. So, Paul, stand up good and straight.
Yes, teacher.
I want you to listen to this sentence. I ain't had no fun all summer. Now, tell me how to correct that.
I got the answer for you, teacher. First, you need to get yourself a boyfriend.
Roy?
Yeah.
Boy, have I got some great news.
What's that?
I heard the preacher say the other day that we can have 16 wives.
16 wives?
Why, yeah. I was at that Hannah Hemby's wedding the other day.
Yeah.
I heard him say 4 better, 4 worse, 4 richer, and 4 poor.
Well, that's 16, all right.
You got it.
Gloom, despair, and agony on me. Deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Gloom, despair, and agony on me.
Me and my wife been a fussin' now for about 10 years.
And who comes out on top?
It's pretty clear.
As you've probably heard, I always get the last word.
As long as those last words are, yes, dear.
Gloom, despair, and agony on me. Oh, deep, dark depression, excessive misery. Oh, if it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Oh, gloom, despair, and agony on me.
Isn't the principal a dummy? Well, do you know who I am? No, not really. I'm the principal's daughter. Well, do you know who I am? No. Oh, thank goodness.
You know, I've been thinking about Noah ever since Bible class. Do you think he did much fishing?
How could he? He only had 2 worms. Hey, Morgan, you missed school yesterday, didn't you? Not a bit.
Hey, Ella, how's your mom and dad? Not too good right now. Dad told Mom she's drawing her eyebrows too high. And? She looks surprised.
Somebody stole my mood ring yesterday. I don't know how I feel about that.
I was riding my horse at full speed, and there was a lion chasing me, and a giraffe in my way in front of me. Well, how'd you get out of that dangerous situation? I got off the carousel.
I'm a picking.
And I'm a grinning. Hey, Buck.
Hi.
Yeah, poor Minnie. She's still not having any luck with her fellas, is she?
Aw.
Well, Minnie, how is your love life?
Well, yesterday I latched on to me a feller and we was really going places.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. But then the bus left before I could introduce myself.
Hey, Roy.
Yes, sir.
How long you think old Archie's had that mustache of his?
Huh. Far as I know, he's born with it.
Hey, Arch, why do you wear that silly mustache?
Well, when you've got a feature on your face as spectacular as my nose, you gotta underline it.
Hey, Buck.
No. Hey, Goober.
Hey.
Boy, you need a haircut. I know it. You tried out Archie Campbell's barbershop down there yet?
Well, as a matter of fact, I have. I was just over there this afternoon. But his hands was so dirty, I wasn't going to let him cut my hair.
Archie, that's disgraceful. Who ever heard of a barber with dirty hands?
Well, that's not exactly my fault. It just so happens that nobody come in for a shampoo yet.
Hey, Buck.
Yes, sir.
I just heard that David Shannon had willed his liver to science for a transplant.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, Whoever gets that liver is going to get a bargain.
Why do you say that?
Because it ain't ever been used.
Hey, did you hear our Shester's fixing to wrestle a bear at the state fair this year?
Shasta, you got any experience wrestling bears?
Nope, but I have been to a lot of drive-in movies.
That ought to qualify
Hey, Buck.
Yeah.
Where y'all going on vacation this year?
Well, I was looking at a book the other day, and it said pretty much that we need to stay close to home this year.
Well, what kind of book was that? One of them old astrology books?
No, that was my checkbook.
Please welcome to the Hee Haw stage, Brennan Morris and Hudson Lewis as they sing You're the Reason Our Kids Are Ugly.
You're the reason I'm riding around on recap tires.
And you're the reason I'm hanging our clothes outside on the wires.
And you're the reason our kids are ugly, little darling. Oh, but looks ain't everything, and money ain't everything. But I love you just the same. You're the reason I changed your beer to soda pop.
And you're the reason I never get to go to the beauty shop. And you're the reason our kids are ugly, little darlings. Oh, but looks ain't everything, and money ain't everything. But I love you just the same.
I guess that we won't ever have everything we need.
'Cause when we get ahead, we got another mouth to feed. And that's the reason that my good looks and my figure is gone.
And that's the reason that I ain't got no hair to comb. And you're the reason our kids are ugly, little darlings. Oh, but looks ain't everything, and money ain't everything. But I love you just the same.
Conway, why I'm the devil? Don't you go and shave and put on a clean pair of pants?
Loretta, look at yourself. Now go get those curls out of your hair and put on a little makeup and get out of that house coat before supper.
Huh. Well, let me tell you something, Conway. Considering everything I went through today, I look like a movie star.
Yeah, Ruth Buzzard.
Thank you.
Besides all that, our kids took after your part of the family anyway.
Oh, they did, huh? What about that one that's bald?
As we look in on the Colhanes of Cornfield County this time, we find that they have fallen upon hard times and have taken in a boarder. We listen as the boarder speaks.
I'm bored. That's what you're paying for. Room and board. I thought bored meant food.
Food's boring too. All we ever eat is wild boar.
What do y'all do for fun?
We walk on the boardwalk.
I don't even have anything to sit on.
Well, that's tragic. Did it happen in the war?
It's no fun just standing here with nothing to do.
All good things come to those who stand and wait.
Well, what good things?
Wait and see.
Tune in next time when Cousin Grandpa says to the boarder,
You missed it.
Now let's go to the barber shop and see who's with Archie Campbell.
How you doing there, Roy?
Okay, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing all right. So how's that grandson of yours doing, Roy?
Oh, he's doing good.
Is
doing
he?
good.
Yeah.
He's senior this year.
Is he?
Yeah.
17 years old.
17 years old, yeah.
Well, you told me he's having a little trouble sleeping. How's that going?
Yeah, well, I've been telling him stories. He like to tell him stories before we go sleep.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've just run out.
Well, Roy, you probably telling him the same old stories, aren't you?
I probably do, but did you wash your hands before you cut my hair?
Well, they're clean as they can be, Roy. Don't
Okay.
you worry about it. Well, Roy, listen, you can't be telling them the same old Cinderella story. You got to change it around a little bit. You know, I'll tell you one. You just follow along. Maybe you can use it on him tonight and
All
see if
right.
this helps him.
Okay.
So we'll, instead of doing Cinderella, let's do Render Cellar, Roy.
All right, sounds
All
good.
right, Roy. So, once upon a while in this corn country lived this beautiful girl, and her name was Render Cellar. Now, Render Cellar lived with her mugly other and her two sad blisters. And they were most seen to Render Cellar. They just always made her trach out the tash and flop the dirty moors. Terrible. But now also, Roy, in this corn country lived this hung and prancing Yance. Yeah, he's hung and prancing. You remember, Roy?
Oh.
Well, probably back in high school, you was probably hung and prancing, wasn't you? Yeah. Well, I know times change, Roy, but
they sure do.
You still pretty prancing, Roy.
Thank you, thank you.
I don't know about the hung and prancing, but you still prancing, Roy.
You got a point there.
Well, anyhow, so this hung and prancing Yance, you know, he didn't have any luck with the lemon. So his dom and his mad, they decided they was going to throw him a Bancy Fall, so maybe, you know, he could meet a girl.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, so they decided that they're going to invite all the people from Riles a Mound, the corn country, especially the pitch reaple.
The what?
The pitch reaple. You know, those with Mazzolani.
I got it.
Well, so they send out this invitation, you know, and the mugly other and the two sad blisters, they get their invitation, and Render Cellar gets hers. Well, the night of the Bancy Fall comes around with the mugly other and two sad blisters. They done gone off and got them some drancy fesses to wear to this Bancy Fall, but poor Render Cellar, she didn't have nothing but wordy dags to wear, Roy.
That's bad.
So she just cat down and shied about it.
Yeah.
Well, as she was kitting their shrine, her Gary Mudfather appeared. Saw her there in her wordy dags, and she took out that wagic mind and she waved it over Render Cellar, and all of a sudden, those wordy dags turned into a dutiful breast. Yeah, you know that pleased her. You know, most ladies love a dutiful breast. Most time they want a couple of them. You know, a lot of times they'll pay a lot of money for a dutiful breast, Roy. But you know the type. You know, think back on your wedding day, Roy. You was standing up there with all the moonscrum, standing there all hung and prancing. And you look back there and those dack boars opened up, and out walks your soon-to-be wife wearing that dutiful white breast. Come on, Roy, let's get back to the story.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway, Renderseller gets that dutiful breast on, and the Mugly Other and the two sad blisters, they done took the car to the Bancy Fall.
Yeah.
Now she ain't got no way to get there.
Huh.
So the Gary Mudfather, she waves that Wagic Mind again, and all of a sudden there appears before Renderseller a cage stoach with Hicks white sources to pull it to the Bancy Fall.
Yeah.
Well, so she gets there to the Bancy Fall, Roy, and that hung and prancing Yentz, he meets her at the door. Sure does. He'd been watching her from his red boom window when she pulled up. He hooked her by the tan and led her on into the Bancy Fall.
Hooked her by the what?
Hook her by the tan. The tan, Roy. Hook her by the tan, Roy. Come on. That boy ain't never gonna get to sleep the way you tell the story.
He may not.
So anyway, he hooked her by the tan, walked on into the Bancy Fall, and took her right out there into the middle of, where they was gonna be doing all that dancing, right there on the flowered wood whore, and it wasn't a floor pit, it was, flowered wood. So anyway, the boys know what I'm talking about over there. So anyway, they dance all night, Roy. Before long, they done lil and fuv. Yeah. But Renderseller done lost track of time.
Yeah.
Gary Mudfather had told her, now Renderseller, if you're not home before the clock strikes midnight, I'm gonna have to turn you into a tumpkin. Well, about that time, after they done been dancing and lolling in fuv, that clock strikes midnight, and Renderseller remembered, I can't be turned into a tumpkin. So she staced down the rares, and she beats that bottom step, Roy. She slopped her dripper.
Oh, no.
Right there in front of everybody, Roy.
That's bad.
Well, you know how embarrassing. You ever slopped your dripper in front of folks, Roy? Man, it'll make your reeks turn, Chad. Embarrassing. Well, anyway, Renderseller, she picks herself up and races off home, and that poor old hung and prancing Yentz standing there, that slop dripper in his hand. He's hoking broided. He done lost her. Well, the next morning he gets up and he's going to go find that girl. So he sets off car and funcher there at that slop dripper in his hand. He goes to every house. Well, he finally gets to the Mugly Other's house and the two sad blisters, and he tried it on them. And fidden did. Slop dripper didn't. Well, then he tries it on Renderseller, and it fit did.
Good.
Well, see, Roy, the problem was the Mugly Other and the two sad blisters, they had fig beat. And that slop dripper was a shawl smooth. And if you got fig beat, you can't wear a shawl smooth.
You're right.
You got fig beat, you go out to wear a shig boo.
That's right.
Well, the slop dripper wasn't a shig boo, it was a shawl smooth.
Yeah.
Renderseller didn't have fig beat, she had fiddle leaf, so she had to have a shawl smooth. Simple as that, Roy.
That's simple, all right.
Well, anyway, we better wrap this story up.
We may do it.
Yeah. So anyway, every moral has a story, fellas.
Yeah.
So the story of this moral is, if you ever find yourself in a corn country,
Yeah.
and you want to find yourself a hung and prancing Yentz, and you want to go to the Bancy Fall and dance all night and loll in fuv,
Yeah.
when that clock strikes midnight, don't forget to stace down those rares and reach that bottom step. Don't forget to slop your dripper, Roy.
Right, okay.
Well, Roy, I think that's good enough for your hair there, buddy.
Boy.
Call.
Hey, Luke, why did you eat your homework? Well, the teacher said it was a piece of cake. Hey, Ava, what has hundreds of ears but can't hear a thing? Beats me. What? A cornfield. Do you know what the left eye said to the right eye? I sure did. Between us, something smells.
Hey, Ella, how do you catch a unique rabbit?
A unique rabbit?
Unique a bonnet.
Hey, Hudson, what do you get when you cross a robot and a tractor? A transformer! Stella, do you ever wonder how bees get to school? I don't reckon I've ever thought about that. A school buzz. Paul, you should never trust a pig with a secret.
Why, Sadie? What did that poor little pig ever do to you?
I should have known it was bound to squeal. My daddy's belt got arrested yesterday. Arrested? What happened? Well, it was holding up my daddy's pants.
Hee Haw salutes the animal community. Population 1,244.
Salute! Hee Haw salutes the community of Sweet Lips. Population 956. Salute!
Hee Haw stage, Shasta Pickens performing Why'd You Come In Here Looking Like That?
Why'd you come in here looking like that? In your cowboy beans and your painted on jeans, all decked out like a cowgirl's dream, waltzing right in here looking like that. Here comes my baby, dragging my heart behind. He's driving me crazy. Who says love is blind? He's got a wandering eye and a traveling mind. Big ideas and a little behind. Out with a different woman every night. But I remember when he was mine. Oh, why'd you come in here looking like that? In your cowboy boots and your painted on jeans, all decked out like a cowgirl's dream. Why'd you come in here looking like that? Why'd you come in here looking like that? When you could stop traffic in a gunny sack. Why, you're almost giving me a heart attack when you waltz right in here looking like that. I just can't stand it to see him on the town. He's out so dancing with every girl around. I'm a soft-hearted woman, he's a hard-headed man. He's gonna make me feel just as bad as he can. He's got himself a mean streak a half a mile wide. Now he's dancing on this heart of mine. Oh, why'd you come in here looking like that? In your cowboy boots and your painted on jeans, all decked out like a cowgirl's dream. Why'd you come in here looking like that? Why'd you come in here looking like that? In your cowboy boots and your painted on jeans, all decked out like a cowgirl's dream, waltzing right in here looking like that. Why'd you come in here looking like that? When you can stop traffic in a gunny sack. Why, you're almost giving me a heart attack when you waltz right in here looking like that. Why'd you come in here looking like that? Why'd you come in here looking like that?
Now we're not ones to go around spreading rumors. Why really, we're just not the gossipy kind. No, you'll never hear one of us repeating gossip. So you'd better be sure and listen close the first time. Now Gordy's wife wears dresses from the 40s. She hadn't bought a thing in all that while.
Gordy says it's just a waste of money.
'Cause the clothes she's got, they come back into style. Now we're not ones to go around spreading rumors. Why really, we're just not the gossiping kind. No, you'll never soft. She wishes her wedding day was tomorrow. 'Cause if it was, then she could call it off.
Now we're not ones to go round spreading rumors. Why really we're just not the gossiping kind. No, you'll never hear one of us repeating gossip. So you'd better be sure and listen close the first time.
Say, Aunt Minnie, about how much money you think my husband ought to need for walking around money?
Oh, just enough for everyday expenses, child. Why, any more than that? It ain't walking around money. It's running around money.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Aunt Minnie, I sure wish I was married so I could go to all those fancy parties with all those nice ladies.
Me too.
Oh, honey, them tea parties ain't everything that you think that they are. Why, the last one I went to, they was serving fancy punch in a big old bowl. Well, about the time they served up that third bowl, that looked more, I'd say, like a baseball game than some tea party.
A baseball game?
Yeah, all them old bags was loaded.
Well, Miss Minnie, have you ever been on a date and kissed a boy?
Well, now when I was a young girl and I was living in Miss Minnie Lee Stone's boarding house, well, all of us girls, we had a date one Saturday night, and we was thinking, you know, we need us a secret code word for every time we get kissed.
I'm smart, yeah.
So we said we'd use the word morning. So we all went on our dates, and the next day, the first girl come down the stairs, and she said, "Good morning." Yeah. And then that second one come down, she was grinning. She said, "Good morning this morning." Well, then that third girl, she come down them stairs, and she's grinning like a possum. Yeah. Trashy old thing. She says, "Good morning this morning. Oh, what a fine morning we having this morning. I do declare I don't believe I ever seen such fine morning as we having this morning."
It's crazy.
I told you she trashy.
Well, Miss Minnie, what did you say when you came down the stairs?
I said, "Howdy!"
Now, welcome to the Hee Haw stage, Ben Clayton performing Lovesick Blues.
I got a feeling, got the blues a lot since my baby said goodbye. Lord, I don't know what I do. All I do is sit inside. Oh, Lord, that last long day she said goodbye. Well, Lord, I thought I would cry. She'll do me, she'll do you. She's got that kind of loving. Lord, I love to hear when she calls me sweet daddy. Such a beautiful dream. I hate to think it's all over. I've lost my heart, it seems. I've grown so used to you somehow. Lord, I'm nobody's sugar daddy now, and I'm alone, lonesome. I got the lovesick blues. Well, I'm in love with a beautiful gal. That's what's the matter with me. Well, I'm in love with a but she don't care about me. Lord, I've tried and I've tried to keep her satisfied, but she just wouldn't stay. And now that she is leaving, this is all I can say. I got a feeling called the blues, oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. Lord, I don't know what I'll do. All I do is sit and say, oh Lord, that last long day she said goodbye. Oh Lord, I thought I would cry. She'll do me, she'll do you, she's got that kind of loving. Lord, I love to hear when she calls me sweet daddy. Such a beautiful dream. I had to think it's all over. I've lost my heart, it seems. I've grown so used to you somehow. Lord, I'm nobody's sugar daddy now, when I'm alone, lonesome. I got the lovesick blues. Yeah, I'm alone, lonesome. I got the lovesick blues.
Hey, what you been doing?
Just fishing. Have you caught anything yet? No, not today, but I caught a big one yesterday. You fish here all the time? Yeah, most of the time.
What in the world is wrong with your cheek?
I'm trying to keep my worms warm.
The Sisterhood of Charity and Good Deeds is hosting their annual Scavenger Hunt this year, and I've been requested to locate things. An 18-karat diamond, a flawless one in matter of fact, a solid gold headlight from a Mahari's Rolls Royce, 2 Arabian horses that are identical twins, and a bowling ball. Now, where do you think I might find me a bowling ball at?
Hey, Grandpa!
What's for supper?
Lizards, gizzards, and powdered ants. Fed to them politicians to make 'em mess up their pants.
Hey, Adeline.
What?
I was reading here in the Love, Lorn, Lost column. It says that love is a strange and beautiful thing.
Yeah.
What do you think our relationship is a strange and beautiful thing?
Yeah, I do. You're strange, and I'm beautiful.
Woman, I don't know what makes you so obnoxious, but by golly, it works.
What do you mean obnoxious? Lord, the way you treat me, you're always making fun of me. Like when I start to sing, and you go running out on the front porch.
Oh, it ain't that I mind you singing so much. It's I go out on the porch so that the neighbors know I ain't in here a-beating you.
Laverne.
What?
See who's at the door.
Oh, come in. Well, shut the door, lady. You're gonna let the flies out.
Hi there, folks. I'm here from Hee Haw Home Improvement, here to give your home a free makeover.
This home don't need no makeover any more than I do.
No offense.
Oh, whoa, lady. Stop you right there. I'm just going to stop you right there, or you're going to meet the business end of a rolling pin. Now look, we didn't sign up for no home makeover.
Oh, I know. Your neighbors are paying for my services. See, they believe your home is a bit of an eyesore.
I'll give you an eyesore.
Dang it, woman, put that thing down. Now look at here. We ain't got no need for your services, so just take them elsewhere.
But just
No buts. This ain't no better homes than gardens. We don't need none of your chop suey.
You mean feng shui?
That neither.
Tell you what, I'm just gonna leave you, here you go. Just gonna leave you some of these. You just take those right there. There you go. Okay.
Get well cards?
Yes, ma'am.
What do I need with get well cards?
See, what you do with those there is you gonna hang them on your mantle, and when folks stop by to visit you, they'll think you've been too sick to clean.
It's the bathroom.
Hey, Maynard. Me and my wife, we was driving out through the country, got in a terrible argument. We went for miles and didn't even speak to each other.
Well, I bet that was a long, miserable drive, Mr. Junior.
Yeah, it was. But finally, I said, well, I'll be a good feller and I'll start talking. About that time we passed this farm, and they had these mules and these goats and these hogs out there. So I pointed out there and I said, some of your relatives?
Uh-oh.
She said, yeah, in-laws.
Now give a big hee-haw welcome to Emerald Jewel Garner as she sings Fancy.
Well, I remember it all very well. Looking back, it was the summer I turned 18. We lived in a one-room rundown shack on the outskirts of New Orleans. We didn't have money for food or rent, to say the least. We were hard-pressed, and Mama spent every last penny we had to buy me a dancing dress. Well, Mama washed and combed and curled my hair, painted my eyes and lips, stepped into a satin dancing dress, had a split in the side clean up to my hips. It was red velvet trimming and it fit me good. Standing back from the looking glass, there stood a woman where a half-grown kid had stood. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Well, Mama dabbed a little bit of perfume on my neck and she kissed my cheek. I saw the tears welling up in her troubled eyes as she started to speak. She looked at a pitiful shack and then she looked at me and took a ragged breath. She said, your paw's run off. I'm real sick and the baby's gonna starve to death. She handed me a heart-shaped locket that said, to thine own self be true. I shivered as I watched a roach crawl across the toe of my high-heeled shoe. Sounded like somebody else that was talking, asking, Mama, what do I do? She said, just be nice to the gentleman, fancy. They'll be nice to you. She said, here's your one chance, fancy. Don't let me down. Oh, here's your one chance, fancy. Don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do. But if you want out, it's up to you. Now don't let me down, hun. Mama's gonna move you uptown. That was the last time I saw my ma when I left that rickety shack. The welfare people came and took the baby. Mama died and I ain't been back. But the wheels of fate started to turn, and for me there was no way out. Wasn't very long till I knew exactly what my mama been talking about. I knew what I had to do when I made myself this solemn vow. Yeah, I was gonna be a lady someday, though I didn't know when or how. 'Cause I couldn't see spending the rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. You know, I might have been born just plain white trash. Fancy was my name. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. It wasn't long after a benevolent man took me in off the streets. 1 week later, I was pouring tea in a 5-room hotel suite. I charmed a king, a congressman, and an occasional aristocrat. And then I bought me a Georgia mansion and an elegant New York townhouse flat, and I ain't done that. In this world, there's a lot of self-righteous hypocrites that call me bad and criticize Mama for turning me out, no matter how little we had. But though I ain't had to worry about nothing for nigh on 15 years, I can still hear the desperation in my poor mama's voice ringing in my ears. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Oh, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you want out, it's up to you. Now don't let me down. Your mama's gonna move you uptown. Oh, and I guess she did.
Order in the court! Order in the court! Junior, I sentence you to the rest of your life in prison.
The rest of my life?
That's right, you heard me, the rest of your life.
What'll I do?
I reckon you're gonna be busting rocks with a sledgehammer.
Judge, I got a complaint.
A complaint?
Yeah.
Well, let's hear it.
Busting rocks with a sledgehammer ain't my idea of a rest.
Get out of my courtroom. Order in the court now. Order in the court. Grandpa.
Yep.
You think you want to give us your rendition of what happened in the accident?
Well, I'm kind of old, but I'll try to remember.
All right, well, go right ahead.
I backed out of the garage. I hit the door. I ran over my son's bicycle, knocked down the mailbox, ran through the neighbor's yard, smashed the stop sign, and crashed into a tree.
Well, then what happened?
Well, then I lost control of the car.
Welcome to Grandpa and Minnie's kitchen. Now, Grandpa, today I've invited that sweet little Kim. She's going to come because she's fixing to start housekeeping for the very first time. I told her me and you could give her some helpful tips.
Why, sure, that'd be a pleasure.
Yes.
Why, look, here come Miss Kim right now.
Oh, precious.
Well-
hey, Grandpa. Hey, Minnie.
Now,
How are
honey
you?
child,
Yes.
first off, do you know how to fix eggs?
Well, it had been my experience that once you break an egg, you can't fix it.
Child, you do know how to boil water, don't you?
Boil? I've been frying it.
Now, honey child,
Yeah.
everything gonna be all right. You're a pretty girl.
Thank you.
And there's lots of them cafeterias out there.
Haynes of Cornfield County, and today they're making their annual telephone call. We'll listen as Cousin Clem says,
Hello? Hello? Is Grandpa there?
Yep, I'm here.
Is Lulu there?
Yep, I'm here on the party line. Junior, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Keep it talking. It's your nickel.
How y'all doing?
Fine,
fine.
I'm gonna hang up now, but I'll see y'all in Baltimore on the 13th.
You gonna be in Baltimore on the 13th?
No, but I'll be in Washington with a big telescope.
tune in next time when you'll hear Cousin Lulu say,
There's an alligator in my washing machine.
to which Cousin Junior says,
Is my alligator dry yet?
Now welcome Donna Butler as she performs as the pride of Grinder Switch, everyone's favorite cousin, Minnie Pearl.
Howdy! I'm just so proud to be here. Lordy, there's some good-looking fellers here tonight. I see a lot of good-looking ones here on the front row. I'm glad you're here. There's a pretty one right here. I believe I know his name. Yeah, you seen like the parking out here? I ain't never seen nothing like it, except I can't get nobody to park with me. I tell you what, us pretty girls, we got to be careful anymore. Why, here just the other day, I was walking down the street, and this feller jumped out and had him a gun. He said, "Give me all your money." Scared me so bad, I didn't know whether to bake a cake or cut a watermelon. I said, "Feller, I ain't got no money." Well, he commenced to frisking on me. He frisking on me. Whoop, just every which way. And he said, "You ain't got no money." I said, "No, sir, I sure ain't. But if you do that again, I'll write you a check." Well, I get asked all the time, every day nearly, "Minnie, how do you catch a man? You always got fellers." So I'm always giving this advice. So I decided, I think I'm going to write me just a little song of the advice that I give to these pretty girls. So I'm going to sing a little song called How to Catch a Man. Y'all listen close and get some good tips. I'm going to drag these old fellers along with me. You know that Mike McCutcheon, what he said about me. He said, I ain't never heard nobody sing a song and change key 3 or 4 times in the same sentence. Well, everybody ain't got the vocal talent I got. But before I sing it, I got to wish my best good friend, sister, a happy birthday. Happy birthday, sister. I know you out there. Joy Simmons. Okay, fellers, let's let her roll, boys. Well, if a handsome feller smiles at you, what harm can a little flirting do? And if he steals a kiss, well, don't get sore. Remember, honey, you got plenty more. How to catch a man, how to catch a man. Girls is always asking me, how
do you catch a man? Catch him while you can with the mini pearl plan. Oh, here's a little tip on how to catch a man. Hog time. See, good advice. Tell him this and keep a straight face, hun. Tell him two can live as cheap as one. Agree with everything, and you will find that once you're married, you can change your mind. How to catch a man? Girls is always asking me, how do you catch a man? Well, catch him while you can with Minnie Pearl Plan. Oh, here's a little tip on how to catch a man. Now, if you should want him for your very own, don't let him talk to Papa on his own. Agree with everything, and you will find once you're married, you can change your mind. And if I don't work, clobber him.
Friends, this old honest as the day is long, Junior. If I ain't got the best used cars in town, I'll eat your hat. Each and every one is guaranteed for 10 years.
Provided you don't drive the car.
Each and every car is equipped with a braking device that you can stop on a dime.
Yeah, it's called a collision.
If I ain't telling the truth, may a freight train run over me right here. That ain't funny. If I ain't telling the truth, may a bee sting me right there. Get out of here. Get. Ow! Ow! Remember, the number to call is B.
Oh, Junior, you shouldn't have said that.
Said what?
B. You
B.
said B.
B.
Here it comes again.
Oh, get out. Remember, the number, you know it's R549.
Come on. Hey, Art.
Yeah, Roy.
How'd the fight come out between you and your wife the other day?
Oh, Roy, I had her crawling on her knees.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
Come out from under that bed, you coward.
Archie,
Yeah, Grandpa.
it's alcohol and alcohol alone that's responsible for your present sorry state.
Grandpa, sure am glad to hear you say that. Because everybody else says it's my fault.
Hey, Junior.
Yeah.
Did you hear the price of alligator boots has gone up to $150?
$150?
Mm-hmm.
For that price, my alligator can go barefooted.
What is the penalty for bigamy?
Bigamy, huh? 2 mother-in-laws.
I don't get it.
You know, there's one thing about moonshine. You take one drink and it makes a new man out of you.
Yeah, then the new man wants a bigger drink.
Heavens, I don't think I'll ever get over that kiss that Archie gave me.
Wow, that must have left a real impression.
No, it left a mark. He forgot to take his cigar out of his mouth.
Don't that just fry your taters?
Hey, Grandpa, what in the world is the matter with you?
Well, I just had a hamburger, and they charged me $1.98 for it.
And that's what made you so mad?
No. But at them prices, I've got $48,000 worth of cows out there in the field, and nobody's guarding them.
Archie, that Mexican cigar you smoking sure does smell funny.
Well, that's because they put Mexican jumping beans in the tobacco.
Jumping bean? What for?
Well, so it can flick its own ashes.
Well, Beverly, I hear you and that Eddie feller's about to get hitched. Did he ever tell you about the time that he proposed to me about a year ago?
No, not exactly. But he did tell me he had done some really stupid stuff before he met me.
Archie, it sure was cold out this morning.
Well, how cold was it?
It was so cold, I saw Milton Sewell crossing the street, and for once he had his hands in his own pockets.
Hee Haw salutes my home of Montezuma, population 1,500.
Salute! Hee Haw salutes the Massillville community, population 612.
Salute!
Now give a big hee haw, hootenanny welcome to John McBride as he sings the backside of 30.
Making money at 30 with a wife and a son. Then a short 5 years later, it all comes undone. She's gone back to mama with the boy by her side. And I'm wine drunk and running with them on my mind. I'm on the backside of 30 and back on my own. An empty apartment don't feel like a home. On the backside of 30, the short side of time, and back on the bottom with no will to climb. It's dawn Monday morning, and I just called in sick. I skipped work last Friday to drink this month's rent. And when my friends ask me I tell 'em I'm fine, but my eyes tell a story that my lies can't hide. I'm on the backside of 30 and back on my own. An empty apartment don't feel like a home. On the backside of 30, the short side of time, back on the bottom with no wheel to climb. Thank you.
I told you, my darling, you look like a gopher. It made you so mad you haven't spoke since. But tell me, my darling, if you ain't got buck teeth, how do you eat apples through a white picket fence? Where, oh, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and he was gone.
Neighbors all told me your love was a gamble, but your kiss drove me right out of my head. Then I found out that you like to ramble. Oh, what a pity, now our love is dead.
Where, oh, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and he was gone.
Brothers and sisters, this morning I've decided to do something a little bit different. Today in church, I'm going to say a single word and you're going to help me preach.
Amen.
Whatever single word I say, I want you to sing whatever hymn comes to your mind.
Praise the Lord. Preach, preach.
Cross.
On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross.
Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Power.
Would you be free from the burden of sin? There's power in the blood.
Sex.
Precious memory.
How they linger.
Doctor, I'm so excited.
Well, Nurse Goodbody, what is it? You look like you're about to pop. Busting at the seams.
I'm so excited I can hardly stand it. Your name is mentioned in the latest journal of the American Medical Association.
Well, it's about time. Won't you go ahead and read it to me?
It says, it's sad but true that some doctors practicing nowadays just don't belong in the profession.
That could not mean me.
Well, of course course they do, Doctor. Don't be so modest. By the way, Doctor, Roy Clark is here to see you. He's been having trouble with his grades in that biology class he's taking at Freed-Hardeman.
Well, bring him on in, Nurse Goodbody.
Come on in, Mr. Clark.
Well, Roy,
Hey,
I hear you have a little memory trouble.
yeah, sure am.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got something for you here.
Yeah.
Nurse Goodbody, take one of these little pills, Roy. I guarantee you that'll make you smarter in a jiffy. And besides, it's only $1.
$1?
$1 a pill, Roy.
That's awful high for a little old pill. I sure hope they work.
I guarantee you, Roy, it'll make you smarter. Just
Here
take
you go,
one.
Mr. Clark.
I don't feel any smarter.
You don't?
No?
Nurse Goodbody, give him another. Anyway, Roy, they're only $1. Just, I guarantee you this one. Go ahead, Roy. Take you another one.
Hey, you old quack. All this is some little green peas.
See there, Roy? You're getting smarter already.
Hee Haw, welcome to Mike McCutcheon as he performs a Buck Owen medley.
Roy out here, we always play together. And most of you know Roy Clark, Jerry Lowe, but we just all call him J-Lo. We're going to do a few buck tunes, a little medley, start out with a sad one. All right? All right. Oh, it's crying time again, you're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eye. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. Oh, they say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, and that tears are only rain to make love grow. But my love for you will never grow stronger if I live to be 100 years old. They're gonna put me in the movies. They're gonna make a big star out of me. We'll make a film about a man who's sad and lonely. All I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Might win an Oscar, you can never tell. Movie's gonna make me a big star. I can play the part so well. Well, I hope you come to see me in the movies. Then I know you gonna plainly see the biggest fool to ever hit the big time. All I gotta do is act naturally. Woke up this morning, happy as could be. Look out my window, what's that I see? Coming up my sidewalk, just plain as day. Here comes trouble that I never saw see when she went away. Hello, trouble, come on in. Well, you talk about heartache, where the world you been? Ain't had the miseries since you've been gone. Hello, trouble, 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 welcome home. Let's listen to the band.
of coffee. You can rest your shoes. You can tell me them sweet lies, and I'll listen to you. Well, it's just a little part of the life we live. But I'd rather have a little bit of trouble than I never know the love you give. Hello, trouble. Come on in. Where you talk about heartache, where the world you been. Ain't had the misery since you've been gone. Hello, trouble, 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 welcome home. Hello, trouble, 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 welcome home.
Well, how you doing, TJ?
Man, I'm all right.
Good, good.
I've just been promoted, you know.
Oh, really?
I'm now the district supervisor of the salesmen of Cool King refrigerators.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Yeah, you know what? You need one of those.
Now, TJ, if you're in here trying to sell me something,
You need one. Let me tell you about it. It has a digital readout on it, automatic door openers. It has an ice maker and an ice crusher. It'll even make you a milkshake. It'll let you know when you run out of milk. And you know what? In these tough economical times, you just can't afford to not have a Cool King refrigerator.
Well, that sounds nice, TJ, but I just spent $3,000 on insulation here in the barber shop to save a fortune on heating bills.
But let me tell you about
well, TJ, I just spent $5,000 on a brand new computer system so I could save a fortune on paper.
But if you just listen to
TJ, I just spent $30,000 on a brand new electric car so I could save a fortune on gas.
Uh-huh.
TJ?
Yeah.
I just can't afford to save any more money.
We gonna play now.
There's fancy music everywhere, heard throughout the land. From here to there, none can compare to the Hee Haw's all jug band. We eat a lot of lemons, 'cause they have the power
To turn the sweetest music
into something awful sour.
There's fancy music everywhere, heard throughout the land. From here to there, none can compare to Hee Haw's all jug band.
We through playing now.
Hi, Shasta, what's the matter?
Gordy, I have lost my umbrella. I was in here this morning and I think I might have left it. Have you seen it?
Lost the umbrella. Ah. This it?
Yeah,
Hey.
that's it. Thanks, Gordy. Thank you. Oh, and Gordy, I just want you to know you're the most honest storekeeper in this whole town. Why, I've been in several other stores today, and they all swore they didn't have it. You're the only one who admitted it. Thanks, Gordy.
Can I help you?
Sure, you can help us. Fill her up.
What'd he say?
He asked, could he help us?
Well, tell him to fill her up.
I told him to fill her up.
Where y'all headed to?
We're headed to Disney World.
What'd he say?
He said, where are y'all headed?
Well, tell
him we're going to Disney World.
I told him we're going to Disney World.
Where are you two from?
We're from Henderson, Tennessee.
What'd he say?
He said, "Where are you from?"
Well, tell him we're from Henderson, Tennessee.
I told him we're from Henderson, Tennessee.
I've been to Henderson, Tennessee before. Tell you what, the women there are just dog ugly.
What'd he say?
He said he met you before.
Now welcome Buell Snookum-Manus as he performs Today I Started Loving You Again.
Today I started loving you again. I'm right back where I really always been. I got over you long enough to let my heartache mend. Then today I started loving you again. What a fool I was to think I could get by with only these few million tears I cried. I should have known the worst was yet to come, and that crying time for me had just begun. And today I started loving you again. I'm right back where I really always been. I got over you just long enough to let my heartache mend. Then today I started loving you again. And today I started loving you again. I'm right back where I really always been. I got over you long enough to let my heartache mend. Then today I started loving you again. I got over you just long enough to let my heart ache me. Then today I started loving you again. Thank you.
Well, tonight you're really in for a treat. I got 3 kinds of pies and 3 kinds of meat, 4 kinds of vegetables, and 5 kinds of drinks. Even Junior will get full for once. Don't you think?
Yum, yum.
Maynard! Maynard! Maynard!
I swore I heard Mr. Gordy's voice.
Maynard!
What are you doing down there?
Oh, you knocked me down, you clumsy ox.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What? Look here. Now,
What you need?
Maynard,
What you need?
I got this special package right here that absolutely has to go to 33 and a 3rd Street.
Where's that?
Well, I got a map.
Okay.
Let's see. Wait, I got it. It's right here. You see, you turn left right here. This is 3rd Street, and then you'll turn left right here.
Right.
No, left.
Well, where's 33 and 3rd Street?
Well, 33, now, see, we're right here. Now, 33 and 3rd Street is right here. Now, what you're going to, we'll come all the way over here, and you'll turn left right here.
Left.
Right.
Well, which is it?
Which is what?
Right or left?
Well, you turn left right here.
What if I go the wrong way?
Well, you just go ahead, and then you back up.
Well, that's not fair.
Oh, look, now, if you're going to whine and be that way about it, I'll take it myself. Now, look here, I'm going to go get my truck, and I'm going to deliver the package myself.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if somebody needs you?
Well, tell them I left.
Right.
Now, left.
Right.
Left.
Right.
Left.
Now give a big hee-haw welcome to Bobby Keaton's Boot Scooters and Zach Young as he performs Marie Laveau.
How we doing tonight? Marie Laveau was probably one of the most famous voodoo queens down there in Louisiana. A lot of weird, ungodly tales about Marie with her spells and her charms and her magic. Here we go. Down in Louisiana where the black trees grow lives a voodoo lady named Marie Laveau. She got a black cat tooth and a mojo bone, and anyone that wouldn't leave her alone, she'd go, another man done gone. Yeah! Well, she lives in a swamp in a hollow log with a one-eyed snake and a three-legged dog. Got a bent, bony body and stringy hair. And if she ever seen y'all messing around down there, she'd go, another man done gone. Woo! Get it, girl! Then one night when the moon was black, into the swamp come a handsome Jack. No good man like you all know, and he was looking around for Marie some witch. Give me a little charm that'll make me rich. Give me $1 million and I'll tell you what I'll do. This very night I'm gonna marry you, and it'll be, mama, another man done gone. So Marie done some magic and she shook a little sand. She made $1 million and she put it in his hand. She wiggled and she giggled and she said, hey, hey.
I'm getting ready for my wedding day.
But oh, handsome Jack, he said, goodbye, Marie. You're too daggum ugly for a rich man like me. Then Marie started mumbling, her fangs started gnashing, her body got to twitching and her eyes got to flashing, and she went, another man done gone. Y'all give it up for this band behind us right here. They've been playing some great music all night long. So if you ever get down where the black trees grow and meet a voodoo lady named Marie Laveau, if she ever asks you to make her your wife, boy, you better stay with her for the rest of your life, or it'll be another man done gone, or it'll be another man done gone.
Hee Haw salutes the Mifflin community, population 832.
Henderson, the city of Henderson, my hometown. Let's give a big old Hee Haw salute to all 6,488. Salute!
All right, now we're going to finish up tonight. You know, we've been doing Hee Haw for how many years?
Several.
Yeah, something like that. But we never had our official song, so we came up with our Hee Haw anthem. And so we're going to finish up, but we need everybody to help out with this. So what we're going to ask you to do, if you don't mind, is stand up. Everybody up.
Come on.
Because you get to leave in a minute.
The seats aren't comfortable. Stretch them.
All right, now you've heard this song before, so you'll know when your part comes up. So he'll see. When you live in the country, everybody is your neighbor, and there's one thing you can rely. They'll all come to see you, and they'll never ever leave you. You all come to see us by and by. Here we go now. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. You all come to see us when you can. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. You all come to see us now and then.
Oh, the kin folks are coming. They're coming by the dozen, eating everything from soup to hay. And right after dinner, they ain't looking any thinner. That's when you'll hear Grandpa say, y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Well, you all come and see us when you can. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Well, you all come and see us now and then. Now Grandma's a-wishing they'd come out to the kitchen and help her do the dishes right away. But they all started leaving, even though she's a-grieving. But you can say, Grandma, say, y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us now and then. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us when you can. see us when you can.
Y'all come.
Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Well, you all come and see us now and then.
You all come to see us now and then. Y'all come. We love this time we spend with you to share a song and a laugh or two. May your pleasures be many, your troubles be few. Good night, everybody.
See you next time on
Hee Haw!
Thank you for attending the 6th annual Henderson Hee Haw Hootenanny, sponsored by the People's Bank. Introducing first, the Hee Haw Kids, Luke Moody, Ella Evans, Sadie Horton, Ava Grace Northall, Hudson Lewis, Paul Jones, McKenna Jacobs, Amelia Guthrie, Morgan Jacobs, Emma Grace Miller, Mary Catherine Miller, Georgiana Pickens, Stella Pickens, and Brinkley Hall. Introducing our Gossip Girls, Beverly Morton, Ann Moore, Amber Jewel Garner, Glenda Jewel, Maribeth Miller, and our Hee Haw Honeys, Heather Griffin, Kim Lovett, Sarah McBride, and Shasta Pickens. Our announcer, TJ Kirk, John McBride as Maynard, Barbie Paulman as Ida Lee, Donna Butler Witten as Minnie Pearl, Tanya Clayton as Lulu Roman, Chris Simmons as Grandpa Jones, Blake Garner as Gordy Tapp and Laverne, Sarah McBride as Kathy Lee, Ted Seiler as Goober and Scarecrow, Ronald Johnson as Junior Samples, Mindy Moore as Nurse Goodbody, Brian McCarver as Archie Campbell. Our sound engineer, Dale King, lighting engineer, Jennifer Bingham, stage managers, Tiffany Jones and Chastity Burns, assistant producers, Channing Carroll, producer, Emily Johnson, assistant director, Donna Butler Witten, our director, Renee Phelps. And make some noise for Tim Young and the Good Time Band. And last but not least, our host, Jerry Lowe as Roy Clark, and Mike McCutcheon as